All right, well, let's get things started. Good evening. Welcome to the May 19th, 2025 meeting of the Marshfield Planning Board. The time is now 7:03 p.m. Tonight's meeting is being recorded by MCTV, and we are holding a live remote meeting via Zoom. Tonight, our members are Fred Monaco, Kevin Cantwell, and I'm the chair, Mike Viviano. Absent tonight is Katie O'Donnell and Nick Papastratus. Also with us tonight is Greg Guimont, our town planner, and Karen Horner, assistant town planner. At this time, I'll make a motion to open tonight's public meeting. Is there a second?
I'll second it. Fred Monaco.
Fred.
Fred Monaco, aye.
Kevin.
Kevin Cantwell, aye.
And Mike Viviano, aye. All right. Because I just did that, I don't have the agenda up yet.
So minutes of 4/7.
There we go. All right, I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes of 4/7/25. Is there a second?
Second, Fred Monaco.
Fred.
Fred, aye. Fred Monaco, aye.
Kevin.
Kevin Cantwell, aye.
And Mike Viviano, aye.
Next is Adelaide's surety reduction.
Okay. You have the numbers, Greg?
Greg Gibbs has done the street trees and the arborvitaes. He's requesting $21,964 to be reduced from the surety funds, and that's been double checked by Pat, and I've been out there as well.
Okay. Anything, Greg Gibbs?
Sorry, I was muted. Yeah, I'm present. Nothing to add.
Okay. What was the number again, Greg?
$21,964.
To be released.
Yep.
Okay. Any discussion from the board?
No.
All right. Seeing none, I'll make a motion that we release the surety in the amount of $21,964. Is there a second?
Second, Fred Monaco.
Fred.
Fred, aye. Fred Monaco, aye.
Kevin.
Kevin Cantwell, aye.
And Mike Viviano, aye. Okay. Thank you, Greg Gibbs.
Thank you.
Next up is Adelaide lot release, lot 1 and lot 5. Lot 5 will become a house lot. Lot 1 has been turned over to the town care and custody of the Conservation Commission.
Okay. Any issues, Greg, or all set with that?
We're all set with that.
Okay. Anything from the board? All right. I'm going to make a motion that we release lot 5 and lot 1 is to be released to the Conservation Commission for Adelaide. Is there a second?
Second, Fred Monaco.
Fred.
Fred Monaco, aye.
Kevin.
Kevin Cantwell, aye.
And Mike Viviano, aye. Okay. Thank you, Greg Gibbs.
Thank you, everyone.
All right. A&R plan for John Sherman.
Yep. Hold on one second. Do you see it on the screen?
We do.
Okay. So parcel A is going to be turned over from the current open space parcel to the Larkins at 117 Wrights Way. Parcel B, and that's this area here where the fence and the shed is. Area B, which is a slightly larger parcel, is going to be sold by the property owners on 26 Proctor Street to the Larkins, who will turn it over to the town as open space to make up for the difference on parcel A. So the site plan, it does have an explanation down here on the notes. Just zoom in on it. Oops. Come on. And we have the Larkins are with us, and Paul Driscoll is also with us. I don't know why it's taking so long to move it down to the notes. Sorry.
Well, it's everything you just explained to us, right?
Okay, so now the notes are up, so you see the explanation.
Okay. Any discussion from the board at all?
No.
Paul, anything to say, Paul Driscoll?
No, I've seen the plan.
Okay. Anyone else discussion before we vote on it?
Nope, I'm fine.
Okay. I'll make a motion that we approve the A&R as proposed. Is there a second?
Second, Fred Monaco.
Thank you, Fred.
Fred Monaco, I.
Kevin,
Kevin Cantwell, aye.
and Mike Viviano, aye.
So the next thing that we were gonna have was the public hearing on the John Sherman Estates open space modification. I had sent you guys, the board, a draft decision and stuff. But since we don't have Kate and Nick, we're gonna have to postpone that until June 9th, and we'll get that addressed on June 9th.
Okay, I'll make a motion that we continue the Marshfield Hills Estates public hearing about
John Sherman, sorry.
oh, I'm sorry, John Sherman. In regards to the open space modifications, or a second? I'm
Second.
sorry, until June 9th,
9th.
2025, 7:05.
Yep.
Second, Fred Monaco.
Thank you, Fred, vote.
Fred Monaco, I.
Thank you, Kevin,
Kevin Cantwell, aye.
and Mike Viviano, aye.
Also, at the same time, we might as well, Marshfield Hills Estates is gonna be continued to June 23rd.
Okay, I'll make a
without taking
motion.
them.
Yeah, I'll make a motion that we continue the Marshfield Hills Estates, the 10 lot subdivision until, say, June 3rd.
Second, Fred Monaco.
Hang on, Fred. Craig, did you say June 3rd?
No,
June 23rd.
June 23rd. Yeah, okay.
Okay, so we're going to continue that till June 23rd, 2025 at 7:05. Is there a second?
Second, Fred Monaco.
Thank you. Vote, Fred,
Fred Monaco, I.
Kevin,
Kevin Cantwell, aye.
and Mike Viviano, aye.
Next up is the A&R plan for Bridal Crossing. Let me share that. All right, do you see it on the screen?
We do.
So
Sure.
the upper area that's outlined in kind of the pinkish purple, that is the 5 acres that were north of the 40B site. The lower 10 acres, which I'm going around right now, was the 40B site. What the A&R plan is doing is it's taking out what's shown in green and adding it into what's going to be the Conservation Commission and care and custody Conservation Commission open space. The remaining white area, which is just under 6 acres, is where the 40B development, the roads and the houses and the parking will go. So what this is setting up is the remaining land is to be turned over to the Conservation Care and Custody, the Conservation Commission.
Okay, thank you, Greg. Any board discussion?
Nope, I'm all set.
Anyone here from the public for this? So right now, if anyone's here from the public for this, it's time to talk. All right, seeing nobody has anything to say, then I'm gonna make a motion that we,
Just gonna
is that Greg?
I was just checking to see if there's anything in chat and stuff, but I don't see anybody. No chat and stuff. Okay,
All right, seeing no one from the public, board, we're all set to vote. I'm gonna make a motion that we approve the A&R as proposed. Is there a second?
Second, Fred Monaco.
Vote, Fred,
Fred Monaco, I.
Kevin,
Kevin Cantwell, aye.
and Mike Viviano, aye. All right, moving on to just staff report.
nothing on my side. Karen, do you have anything you need to tell them?
No, but I'm not sure if the other person on the hearing missed the call to continue. We were continuing. So I didn't know if we needed to restate that.
Sure, if anyone was here for the modification to the John Sherman open space, that has, we did approve the A&R, but the public hearing to modify that is needed to be continued until 6/9/25 at 7:05 because we don't have enough members here tonight. If Mr. Larkin's here for that. And then we also continued the Marshfield Hills Estate 10 lot subdivision until 6/23/25 at 7:05. If anyone was here for that.
I did have one question about the John Sherman Estates real quick.
Yep.
Sorry if I I was just wondering, I know we approved the plan. Does that need to be signed or is it ready for pickup tomorrow, Greg, so we can close on the property with Ruggieros?
The A&R,
Yeah.
I believe we can have, Fred would need to come in to sign, so it would probably be ready by noon. Is that all right, Fred?
Yeah, I'll stop. Yeah, I gotta go. I'll stop on the first thing in the morning.
All right, thank you. Yeah, because we're gonna try to close on the land with the Ruggieros on Thursday.
Okay, sounds good. You can pick it up tomorrow by noon.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, anything else for the board members? Okay, seeing none, I'll make a motion to adjourn. Is there a second?
Actually, I'm sorry. Can I just ask a really quick question? This is Jessica Breen. I was
In
just
regard to
following,
which one?
and well, it was in regards to the Lynn Street.
Lynn's?
It was Lynn Street. It was the street improvement on Lynn Street. I was under
Hang on
the
a second.
assumption
Hang on,
that there
hang on
was
one second. Let's figure out what you're talking about. Greg, is there one on Lynn Street?
so there was the street improvement.
Hang
for
on
Lynn
one
Street.
second, Jessica. Let me talk to Greg.
Sorry.
So are we talking Dana Junior's?
Yes,
Okay.
I thought
So
that.
what was your question about that?
Well, I thought that it was supposed to be continued. There was supposed to be like an approval or something was supposed to happen in this meeting. Has that been approved or what's the status of it?
Greg, when's that on for?
That was signed.
Okay,
I think that was done
That
the
was last
meeting.
month.
okay. I was left under with the impression that it was supposed to happen this time, but I just wanted confirmation. So that has been approved and it is completed.
Yeah, well, it's been signed and stuff, and actually, Mr. Junior's representative picked the plan up today.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right, so I'm gonna start that motion again. I'll make a motion to adjourn. Is there a second?
Second, Fred Monaco.
Okay, vote Fred.
Fred Monaco, aye.
Thank you, Kevin.
Kevin Cantwell, aye.
Thank you, and Mike Viviano, aye. That concludes tonight's meeting. Thank you.